This is another problem that I have. As you can see, the window not always goes up. I've seen these problems before on these coupes. Basically, if you help it, usually it does. Ouch. That doesn't even want to do that. Let's do soft close. When you do soft close, window follows. So the problem here there is soft close also needs adjustment because it times out. See, if I just close it, the window doesn't go back up. Also, I had customers complaining when they drive, the window just drops. The problem is inside the door lock itself, in there, micro switches. Yeah, I don't know. This panel does not want to go back together. Also, this seal was out. I pushed, I pushed the seal back in the track, so now it's not out. So it's normal the way it's supposed to be. So that's good. The window, this regulator is barely alive. The other one is totally dead. But nonetheless, I just want to show you the regulator, and then I'm gonna move on to the door lock. Boy oh boy, because that might be a task and a half. I might have to take the guide out. Well, obviously the regulator is back in place, riveted and good to go. Here's how window works now. That's up. This is fine. Here is our new slider back in there, down there. See if I can see that. Show you that little thing right there. Grind down all the things that were destroyed over here on the actual panel, because that's part of the window. So you don't want it to break. Here's another shot. Obviously, it follows, so it's good. Same thing with the piece. I banged it around. This piece right over here. So now it's not really loose. One of these guides, one of them, bottom one, is there but barely, but it's gonna live. It's gonna live. So now we have window operation. It is fine. That's on the battery also, with charger connected, more or less lined up nicely. Because again, I'm all basing it with the alignment with the rear window, because both of them have to be lined up, obviously. So, see, now it worked. Line up more or less okay. Actually, maybe I play with it just a little bit. But again, this regulator is barely working. It just gets stuck. And also, I might see if I'm gonna move the glass backwards, then it's gonna grind around along this seal too hard, because I have an issue over here. See how the rubber gets pushed with the glass. Not nice. It would have been nicer if it would line up something like this. That would have been better, but it isn't. Soft close is pulling too hard. I have to reset. Yeah. Alright, I might play around with this, but at the same time, it's like I have to deal with the micro switches inside the door lock, unfortunately. But I can demonstrate it, I guess. So let me just put the display back on. Alright, so now lock in the car. 1, 2. That's a soft close, right? It's still pulling, so it should release quite fast. But yeah, this released. And the window is up. Now it's down. And now it should go up, but it isn't. So if I go push the button a little more, just a slight more, and as you can see, I can move the lock and the glass goes up and down. This is wrong. Should not happen. So real quick, here's the lock, door lock, driver's side. All right, this is coupe, Mercedes 600 SEC, right? So two-door vehicle, 140. Now, a couple of things. The lock can be removed without removing regulator. The only thing is the window rail has to be removed, right? So here's the window rail laying there. I just didn't want to pull it out because it is not bothering me. There's plastic cover in the back behind there. This one has a wire that is attached to it on top. It's like, I don't know if camera will pick it up. See that wire? That is the one that is kind of like running along the plastic cover. I'll leave that in place. I don't want to get, if the wire gets dislodged, the window can rip through it. So you do not really want to mess with that too much. There's going to be another side, another part of this wire that has to be clipped in there, right? This is very important because if you're not going to do this right, then the window is going to just rip through the cover or through the wire, right? And then that's going to be bad news. The cover, it's kind of weird, but it must be there. By any means necessary, it must. So you have to have it back in place. The handle obviously has to be moved out a little bit because you have to latch it in. All right, so the latch, you know, the door handle latch, you know, that's where it moves. At this point, I'm ready to reinstall the lock back in place. Before I do that, I'm gonna just like liberally spray it with all of this stuff, and we'll be good to go. The door handle pull, sometimes these get a little sticky, and obviously we can see why. All of this is sort of old and like dry. So I'm gonna spray it with this lithium grease spray all over the whole lock, cover it all up, and reinstall it. It'll be messy, but it is what it is. It's better off to do it now because it's removed. So the switch situation is corrected. Lock is going back in. Okay, it's like late night. It's like 11 o'clock. This was the door from hell, I tell you that much, because it would have not lined up for nothing. Now it does. Lines up, it closes, everything is fine. I still have to wipe it clean. Now, the issues. Well, number one, the support is not existent. It's just not even there. This is the support for the door handle. You can clearly see this is the piece over here. It's just not existent. It's broken off. And that's that. The speakers work. I checked them out, and soft close works, and the window operation down. Now, this is the best I could do. Let me explain a few things real quick. The panel is not in place fully. It's bolted, right? You just need to put the trims, the lock, you know, in previous videos I already covered the lock and this and that and blah blah now, but the biggest issue here was the actual window lineup. The seal was deformed for so long, and it was getting caught up in there, right? So the adjustment is extremely fine on the two-door cars because pillarless vehicles, no pillars, no B-pillar at all. So this is a very early car. I assume that on early cars, rear glass, the rear window does not drop down when you open the door, and the primary window drops down. So because I never actually had 600 SCC, all my cars that I worked on, I just happened to have 94, 95 models, and they were already S500 or S600. They're just coupes, you know, two doors, CLs, but they're like the later cars. And that is that. So, and this is the early one. Also, 93 and 94 cars, when you pull the seat, it doesn't move forward to get better access for your passengers. 95 is the one that the rear seat was faced in. I mean, the seats were electric, so when you move the backrest forward, the seat will just slide forward, move forward, and then when you put it back, it will move backwards, so the passengers can enter the rear seat with ease. I had to move the door. Just to get everything to line up. And again, the seal, like right now we see, it was fine. So basically, first time I put it all together, I went to check with water and air, see the wetness down under. We'll talk about the panel in a minute. But all this water is because I was putting water on the door seal just to see if I have any water coming in, and sure enough, water was coming in because the glass was all crooked. It wasn't lined up right because the regulator was broken. So that is that. And I had to play with it forever, for like hours, literally hours, just because, you know, the door had to move and this and that, the adjustments back down under had to be moved around. It was just so bizarre, but everything is good. Also, handle. This one was also a piece of work because, as you can see, handle moves nice, goes back in nice. On the other side, not so much. Let me show you. As you can see, it's barely moving. It's like sometimes it will just stay open, like the car doesn't close. So see that? This is like no. So you have to push it, and then handle will follow. So yeah, so that side is done. I did basically this door. I did lots of work on this very door because primary door you always need. I mean, this has to work properly. Very nice and light. Window drops, window comes back up. Now the panel here. Some guys, let's say, God, Jesus, whatever, anything I can say about these guys, but whoever did this is butchers, seriously. So what they did is they drilled this panel with screws. You can see you got screw opening here, screw opening there, couple behind, and one over here. That's just straight through the panel, just so it sits. And obviously they drilled straight into the metal. I don't know what's this about, but here are the holes. They tried here first, it appears, were not successful, so they went here and whatever. But in reality, you just need these clips. So I assume that whoever tried to remove this panel, for whatever reason they removed it for, and maybe a lining window, because it seems I see some scratches, so maybe I don't know, probably window alignment or something, because I see some signs that somebody was doing something there. And obviously when they pulled this panel, they pretty much ripped it from above. This panel is removed separately, not that way. I mean, you first undo the bolt, one screw all the way at the end, prop the bottom portions off, the clips, and only after that you slide it backwards. So what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm going to see my buddy man. I have a parts car sitting there, so I might be able to source these green clips, because if these green clips are also missing, you cannot put chrome molding. Chrome molding goes over green clips and they're all destroyed. So I'm gonna put this panel aside for now because I need to have this done right, otherwise we can lose the chrome molding or what have you. Yeah, I mean, you know, just clips are not expensive, so it's not a big deal. And that's about it for me for today. I'm probably going to put the chrome pieces and finish with this, so I'm never gonna look at it no more. Window moves, works, and wipe it down, and that's it, call it a day, because I have another set of problems here with the rear regulators, and that's gonna be a job in itself, because, you know, whatever the case is. Okay, so this door panel is done, and just a few little details to wrap up. A little light switch, yeah, the switch, yeah, switch, just so I don't forget the switch. I pulled it out because otherwise I would have just listened to this buzzer for hours, and I was extremely annoying because I need to have accessory on so I can move window. So that buzzer would have been making all this noise all this time. All right, so this is it. For me, for today, it's close to midnight. I gotta relax. Tomorrow I got a heavy day with some other things to do. It's just insane what's gonna happen tomorrow. This is it. Victor here, RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.